Condermot should ban typing seeds. That's actually kind of a good idea. Yeah.
They'll get there.
All right, dangle your favors, everybody. We're gonna get started. Thanks for joining, everyone. Spoody, you came right in on time for this. So it is ChauntDOR, and this is our technically fourth match. It's actually our third because Kyler, I got a bye. But this is our fourth match of the first round. After this, we'll be going to the semifinals. Winner of this is going to go up against... Oh, it's been so long, I don't even remember what our last race was. Crate! No, Kylaria. Excuse me. Crate and Tuff are going up against each other. That'll be a good one. All right, we are underway with ChauntDOR. If anyone's new to Necrodancer, welcome. It's a great game. You should really try it out. It's super fun. Rhythm-based roguelike. Works on a grid. But we're playing a character that takes this game to the next level. This character is a ghost that can possess enemies, and you then get to fight as that enemy until it dies. Then you go back into your ghost. Or, of course, you can eject, as we just saw Mora do there. And, yeah, you're going to fight your way through the crypt. And what's really interesting about this character is that every enemy kind of has their own interactions and ways that they work with the various items that you find. So it's really complex. So definitely not for a beginner, this character. But it is a very interesting character and has led to some interesting races so far. Right there, we've got one of the best items in this game, in this character. Mora bombing the... I don't know if there was a way... The yellow slime would have been able to jump down that trapdoor, but yeah, Mora picking up the Ring of Regen, which is easily one of the best items for this character, because you can keep your possessions alive.
It's going to be healing you 2 hearts every floor.
Yep.
Assuming your character has more than 1 heart of health.
That's right, yeah. Didn't possess the leprechaun, sad. All right. Rockin' Stone. Hey, everybody. Oh, First Dane's here. Hey, First Dane. Nice to see ya. All right. So, yeah, this is definitely... I know First Dane, we've talked a lot about this game and how it can be difficult to sort of pick up because it's complicated. This is easily the most complicated character, so yeah. Hang on tight. But yeah, essentially we're going to be... The main things you need to know about this character is when you are ghost form, you are very vulnerable. When you're possessing an enemy, you're not. So possessing enemies is useful because you keep yourself safe. And in the bottom, you will see a little timer whenever you're possessing an enemy, and that will be... That timer is going to indicate how many beats left until you lose a heart of health. Now, if you're an enemy with only 1 heart... Mora... Is Mora somehow going to survive that? Oh my goodness, that was really close. So, for instance, Mora currently is the dragon with the fireball spell, which is cool.
Yeah, I think Blake was trying to become a dragon, but got stuck with a wind mage, and then was walled off because of a mushroom that they...
Yeah, that mushroom thing was really funny. Killing a mushroom is hard with a wind mage because you just stand there trying to pull it out of the ground. But yeah, we'll see here. Mora's going to gain a few hearts back because of that Ring of Regen, which is really good when you're a character like a dragon with a lot of health. And there's that timer at the bottom. Now, every time you kill an enemy, you get +2 to the timer. So killing enemies is useful if you'd like to keep your possession around. But also you'll heal with the Ring of Regen to 2 hearts, so it's a little extra. So yeah, actually Mora's going to be pretty high on health. Oh, never mind. Nope, I shouldn't have said anything. Mora was interested in going after the whatever's in the shop here. Meanwhile, Lakehope has taken a wall mimic and run into the boss. It's so weird to see a wall mimic here. I like it though. I'm gonna use the pulse spell there to kill Deep Blues, and might be peeking this purple here. See, and a fireball spell, very nice.
I think that was your first commentator's curse. I haven't done that because I want the players to do well, so I'm not trying to sabotage them.
Well, for me, it's just second nature. I can't help it. It's just kind of how it goes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The frog, the scorpion, and the Elite. I remember that story.
LeMayo. All right. It's It's good ref. Solid ref there. All right, a little Wind Mage battle there for morraconda. Ooh, and we've got ourselves an urn. And with the spiked wall, Lakehope was able to do 1 damage to it. Needs to do 1 more damage. Oh, but with the pulse, oh, you can blood magic. That's actually super clever. I hadn't considered that. So if you become a possession, yeah, you can blood magic. You cannot blood magic if you are ChauntDOR, because you only have half a heart. Very interesting.
I mean, you can blood magic exactly once.
Yeah, true. Then you're dead. Not becoming the urn. So you have to be like a telemage to become the urn? Is that how that works? I don't know. Oh, Lakehope. Oh my goodness. Doing the thing that you do as ChauntDOR, which is there's just a big mob of enemies and you just jump from one to another to not die.
ChauntDOR shuffle.
Yeah. So
shuffle.
The Grey Goblin does 3 damage, which would be 6 hearts. The Purple Goblin doing 2 damage and 4 hearts if you're an enemy. Again, it's very confusing. The more I talk about it, trying to put myself in the mindset of somebody who doesn't play this game, the harder it is to even explain. All right, Mora was exploding for some reason. I'm not totally sure where that was coming from.
I had no idea. They don't have a blast helm, and there's just
I think they just planted bombs. They do have heavy plates, so they weren't taking a lot of damage from those bombs. But I think the reason they were sort of standing still was I think they were just planting bombs. And with the elemental, because it's a 3-beat move, yeah, you would plant a bomb and then have to sit for 3 beats and then just blow up from it. It's good. Okay, Lakehope with the lead here. It's pretty fair to say that morraconda is the higher seed here, the overdog, if you will. But yeah, Lakehope has the lead by about a floor. And currently a naked ChauntDOR. End of days. Looks like a funny league. All right. Well, thanks so much there, End of Days. 21 months. I appreciate it. We're rolling on with this harpy. Don't forget, harpies can move diagonally.
Okay, I think, yeah, I like the play of just slowing down a little bit and trying to become a Blade Master. Oh, we went off the Blade Master on Lakeside.
I feel like people aren't using the diagonals for the harpies. It's really good. It's much more controlled than the non-diagonals. Oh, Lakehope. Things are getting a little bit spicy here. I think you... Yeah, there you go. Nice possession there. You can, with the pillow mages, you can possess pretty easily by just letting something kill you and then you become it. Kind of a neat interaction. Okay, Lakehope here pushing into the boss room. Now, as the Blade Master, this should be safe. No bomblands to worry about. Oh my god, there we go. So Lakehope gets through. Oh. You can see that morraconda is not far behind.
Mora got beheaded as a skeleton and got backed up really far.
Turned into a breakdance and turnip for a second. And now what? Oh no, you didn't have the damage to kill the Blade Master. Also had the Ring of Becoming. Not that that made much of a difference. So Mora dropping back down to zone 1 after dying in 4. What? Oh my god, what happened? Lakehope. I think Lakehope wasn't keeping track of the possession. Yeah, and used a fireball immediately after depossessing. And therefore blood magicked. Oh, a couple of tragic deaths there.
You get 1. And restart.
Yep. But Lakehope currently has the flag plant at 4-4. morraconda only made it to 4-3 before dying. Now, an interesting thing's going on here. morraconda found some... Oh, hitting 2 tempo down traps. That's going to be a minute. And with us being 9 minutes into the run, I don't know. Mora's got to really put the pedal to the metal to take over that flag plant. So essentially the way this works is now there's 15 minutes for a total race. And if the racers aren't going to finish the race, which it looks increasingly like they're not going to, then instead it's whoever got the furthest in the seed. Because Lakehope got to 4-4 before dying, Mora only got to 4-3. Mora now, with the time remaining, needs to get to 5-1. Needs to pass 4-4. So the race is on for Mora. And of course, Lakehope can help block that by also getting to 5-1 first.
So Mora was activating the die traps to try and get more interesting, I guess, enemy spawns to possess.
Yeah, that seemed like more trouble than it was worth. I'm not sure what you're looking for. I feel like maybe a Blade Master? I don't know, because it's not going to be a mini boss.
Yeah, Ghost is already so strong.
Ghost is pretty good. Ghost is essentially like having health as and a little bit of damage as ChauntDOR. It's kind of what you are. Another neat thing about Ghost that I don't think a lot of people use because it's not very good for speedrunning is you can stand still and you're invincible as the Ghost.
That's true.
Which is kind of cool. Oh, a nice pulse through the wall, but down goes Mora. Dying to a white armor skeleton. I wonder if Mora's just calling it there. It's going to be tough to get to 5-1 with the time remaining, with only 4 minutes remaining. So that might be a forfeit here for Mora.
Yeah, particularly without access to Freddy. It's not a very speedy character.
What's that, sorry?
I said without access to Freddy, you're not going to get a very speedy character. Your runbacks aren't going to.
Yeah, I think I don't even know. Like, I feel like Harpies are actually kind of good outside of Zone 4. So Harpy might be pretty good.
Right, but that's well, unless you roll a die, you get a Harpy, then you're not going to see those until Zone 4. It's like Banshees, would also be really good, but you have to at least get to Zone 2 before you see those.
Yeah, I'm sort of just thinking what would be best coming out of one of those die traps. All right. Well, Lakehope's going to be taking the first win here over Mora. All right. Lakehope also seems to be not reading chat.
That's generally a good policy, I found. I don't like chat.
Sorry, the Discord chat where we're
that
you need to stop so we can start the next race.
The refs can do things.
Okay, that's a lot of queens. Oh, here's the power of ChauntDOR, though, just jumping from one to another.
Yeah, that was my original Deep Blue strategy, is you would just kill an enemy, possess it, eject, kill another enemy, and then just work your way through until eventually you got a queen.
Exactly. Yeah, and if you become a pawn and you run to the end, you turn into a queen, which is awesome. All right. I think Lakehope noticed. Let's get to the next race. This whole set has been like an hour. Let's do it. All right. Lakehope taking the first match.
Typing in the seeds. Cut and paste again is an option. Just friendly reminder.
Yeah, copy paste. Oh, that's kind of a fun looking seed.
I had my keys I had my keys like bound so you didn't have like you couldn't do the double inputs, and then like trying to actually do diagonal. I don't think I ever did it. I was just like, nope.
Yeah,
those don't exist.
I feel like at this point, as much as I know the game was designed around pressing only 4 buttons and having like combo, like pressing up left for a combo, at this point, everybody should just learn to just have combo keys, because that's really so much better at this point, especially with a lot of the new characters. Like playing as Clarinetta, swinging your sword around with forget it. All right, looks like we're all set. We're ready to go. Here we go.
Round 2.
It's Something slightly off with Lakehope's capture. There's like a black bar at the bottom, but at this point, courage.
It's Letterbox edition.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I had to go to Suncoast Videos for.
Nice. Yeah, the good old days where you'd have a DVD that you could flip over, and then it would add black bars.
Yeah.
Or I should say you have a DVD you could flip over, and then you would cut off part of the sides of the screen. It's actually more accurate. What's a DVD? Stands for doing video. Is it
Dioramas?
Dioramas. Thank you. I don't actually know Suncoast. Is that like an American chain of videos, like a Blockbuster?
Yeah, Suncoast is where, like, if you wanted anything that wasn't normal, like if you wanted anime, which is probably why Squega definitely knows about it, like you would have to go to a Suncoast. That was like, or if you wanted widescreen editions of anything, and so you could pay like $25 for a VHS, so that you had the letterbox edition.
Yeah. I honestly, I looked and they looked the same to me, but apparently both the seeds are different, so we're gonna have to restart. I'm feeling surly. This is fine. It's good. Everything's great. How's everybody else doing? Good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, is there a space used? Can that do a thing?
All right, we're just gonna rewind. Just put it in the automatic rewinder.
Yeah.
You know.
You got that one that's... Remember, did you have one or ever have like a friend who had one of those ones where it was like a little race car that you would put the VHS into, and it was like a car, but it would just... It just rewound the movie, so you just stuck it in there. But it was like a little race car, and it make a little like sound when it was rewinding.
I mean, you had to. They were going to charge you if you didn't rewind the tape.
That's true, and it always told you to be kind and rewind, and that has a lot of weight here in Canada.
Oh,
when someone's like,
true.
"Be kind to do something," you're like, "Better do it."
Yeah, I guess in this days I would just like fast forward to the end.
Like,
once I was done with the movie, I would just like fast forward through all the credits and then I'd return it.
Nice. Well, yeah, you could fast forward and it would like auto rewind after, right?
I didn't rewind it. No.
Like when it got to the end of the tape, then my VCR. Maybe I had one of them fancy VCRs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your VCUR that had the ability to automatically rewind.
Crow, I appreciate you being here so much as we're like waiting for this. Oh god, I immediately died. Okay. All right. Getting it together here.
They got a broadsword, and they're passing on it. That's wise.
Yeah, I don't think spaces should impact I think you should be able to put spaces, because I do enjoy when people type little messages in their seed before to the casters. That's always great. But yeah, it affecting the seed where you can have a space at the beginning, like we just saw there. Because I looked at the seeds, I'm like, those look the same to me. So I was confused when Spooty pointed that out. But anyways, but now there's actually an in-game chat, so you don't even have to do that. You can just type in the chat.
Oh, I like it that Lake brought a little ghost with them,
Yeah.
so they could reset the health. That's fun.
Yeah, it's a good play, for sure. All right, Mora with a little scoot there. Both racers pretty much neck and neck here, beat for beat.
Do these ghosts have necks?
Does the East Coast have necks?
Does the ghost have necks?
Look, I think so.
I'm sorry. I would assume some people on the East Coast have necks. I wasn't trying to create international incident, but here we are.
Do they even have necks over there in like Jersey? I don't think so. All right. Necro Dancer. That's good. Back coast. All right. Hey, whoa. It's the Berserk spell. I haven't seen that yet today. So Berserk spell needs some help, but it does do some cool things. And I think so the biggest issue with the Berserk spell is that you're pretty vulnerable from it. But what's good about this character is being vulnerable is fine. This is like the therapy character. It's okay to be vulnerable. And so if you blast through using your Berserk spell, and then, you get hit on the next thing, you can just then grab somebody else. So it's pretty good.
Lakehope got ejected from a wall because they ran out of beats as a cast. Which is
that
one
was
of the more
funny.
Terrifying things that can happen.
Just getting launched out. Better than, I guess, soft locking in the wall, but yeah, it's a bit awkward. Handled it well, though. I didn't realize Crate is just saying now that apparently it's bugged, and that as soon as you hit something while you're possessing, it doesn't work, which of course now makes it way scarier, so maybe not such a good pickup. I like what I'm seeing from Mora here. Got Boots of Pain. Boots of Pain is very good.
Is it?
Yes.
I mean,
as long
as you survive, I guess.
Yeah, as long as you pick them up as a possession.
Right.
Yeah. I do really like the fact that you have to sacrifice possessions to get pain items or blood shops. I think that's kind of fun. In a certainly not creepy way.
You hop into a blood shop. Oh, I do want that. 1 second. I'll be right back. And
Hello,
then you
Mr.
walk into somebody
Skeleton.
completely different.
Oh, the skeleton's buying something today.
Yeah,
Okay.
skeleton in a blood shop. That's
This
normal.
is normal, yeah.
Yeah. Good old skeleton blood.
Yeah.
Bone juice.
I guess there's such thing as bone juice. It's like the marrow, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of juicy. I'm not sure if Lakehope knows you can go diagonal as the queen. I'm not seeing any diagonals. But it's super useful, because that's 2 moves in 1.
And you can even attack diagonal then.
Yeah, that's also really useful. That's a good point, Crow. Yeah. Lots of benefits to going diagonal. No, definitely does not know, based on what I'm seeing here.
Again, if they have the key binding that I do, then it's definitely hard to swap over, at least for myself.
Oh, really? To go to diagonals?
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I had it so that you didn't take double key inputs, and so and then I just hot found all the other stuff with combo keys, and it's all right, now you have to move diagonally, and I had to turn that on.
Well, I just use the combo keys on the diagonals. Same ones, right? Or do you have those not on?
No, that would be locked into all the spells, and then that was weird because the layout wasn't for the diagonal keys or the combo keys was not the same as they were on the keyboard. So my up left would be on the lower right or something like that. So
I have them kind of laid out the same. Yeah, fair enough. All right, really good setup here for Mora. Has a type of regen here with the crown, but also has some cookies. Probably should eat some cookies to keep this Banshee alive. Is sort of healing up from those, plus the Boots of Pain making things a little extra safe, because the Banshee does technically have 1 range. Ooh, Banshee killing a Banshee. The run's going well when that happens. That means you've had that Banshee for a few floors.
yeah, I think Banshee probably is one of the favorite characters if you can't do the shop keep. I want to try and keep them around as long as possible.
Yeah, they do a ton of damage. They're flying. They're single beat enemies. They look cool.
Oh yeah.
I think the
There's
Banshee's...
all the items that don't do anything, so they're just highlighted out. Yeah, you have it, but not really.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of a benefit of the Banshee. The Banshee because it doesn't move diagonal, does have the ability to use spells and use items, which is pretty valuable because that's how you can heal. So you can stay as the Banshee longer.
Oh, does have dash spell. Ooh, dash spell and Boots of Pain. It's like extra damage.
Oh, that's true. Okay, circlet there. Not going to take it. That's wise. Yeah, this is a really good setup here.
Yeah, got the up to 6 hearts. Bye, Leprechaun.
Lakehope has a chance. Oh no, I was gonna say had a chance there to get a Banshee, but missed it.
All the monkeys are one-shot kills. They just grab and kill anything.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's super handy. Yeah, one of the downsides of Banshee is it brings back this ancient thing in the game of when you get hit, you knock back. They used to have that for the Ring of Peace, and it was people didn't like it at the time. And yeah, if you get hit, you get knocked back. It's a bit awkward. We just got a Ring of Courage as well, so this is like a really
very zoomy.
This is so good.
Now the only thing is like maintaining it, and then you're actually like, for me, I always like, you know, doing the same thing over and over again or whatever. It becomes like that quasi muscle memory, and you're just a Banshee for a really long time, and then you stop being a Banshee and trying to get back into, wait, what do I do again?
Yeah, it can all come apart for sure. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
But that's not going to happen here.
No, this is looking like a very comfortable Banshee run. On to the boss. Should be a quick one. Yep. Even can tank the hit from Fortissimo. Yep. Wow. I think it was the shield took the hit. All right. GG's. All right, so this set continues. Lakehope versus Mora. Lakehope, who did take the first win there, dropped this one, so now needs it goes down to a best of one. 2 races for nothing. All comes down to this
match.
Mm-hmm. Why do they call it a rubber match?
As far as I understand it, they don't know.
That's awesome. Is that just because you don't know, or like people have actually said they don't know?
There was a discussion about where they couldn't recall why it actually. They would assume it had something to do with the mound, because the mound could also refer to as the rubber, but they don't know why.
The mound? Like in baseball?
Like, yeah.
Oh.
The pitcher's mound. That's why, like, I'm not super familiar on baseball, but it's like how you throw certain pitches, like taking your foot off the mound or taking it off the rubber, as it can be referred to as, can like result in a balk. So.
Oh yeah.
There's all those things, but I don't know why the third match. Maybe that's because the pitching mound, it has like been worn down over 2 games, and so, you know, it's just extra lower.
Oh, I was thinking maybe it was like, you know how you have like the different kinds, like the different materials for different anniversaries, like the diamond jubilee. There's like the gold anniversary. The first one's like plastic or something, or wood. I'm wondering if maybe like when it comes to the end, that's like the rubber anniversary.
Yeah, the 3rd anniversary is rubber. Yeah, you give them like an eraser or something. There you go.
Yeah.
Go bumper cars. I don't know.
You know what? That's a good time.
Yeah,
that's where you want to take somebody.
Yeah,
bumper cars.
If
jostle their spine.
Yeah, I mean, if your significant other 3 years into it is down for running into you with a miniaturized vehicle, that's a keeper.
Whoever came up with bumper cars did a good on that one.
I really like car accidents, just not the permanent damage. Well, let's just make them safer. There you go.
That's probably exactly what happened.
And available for children.
Yes, let's get the kids in there. Let's put some kids behind the wheel. Maybe it was like they just wanted kids to drive. Like let's see what kids do when they drive. And then they're like, oh, they're just gonna like crash into each other. And then they're like, let's put rubber around everything so they can do that. Maybe that was it.
Yeah. How many pitch meetings do you think they got through? Because you got to figure they got halfway through the first couple sentences of explaining this idea and were just immediately thrown out.
Yeah, if this was like in a modern sort of
what if we could
Shark Tank Dragon's
car
Den
accidents for children? All right, you know what?
I got this great idea. I'm out. I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's funny. All right, we're going into the blood shop and nothing. So just gonna continue on. Did get some grenades though. Okay.
Oh, spike wall into a base whip.
Yeah. Okay, Lakehope taking an early death there. I think it was that exact surprise Minotaur, but Mora handled it. Yeah, and Mora's got a base whip. We were just talking about taking a base whip, and there it is. Bumper planes. Okay, Tic Tac. I did hear a story about back in the day where they, I don't even know why, but I feel like it's kind of self-explanatory, but they like drove two trains into each other at like high speed to see what would happen. Like no one was on them. They just like, you know, put a brick on the gas pedal, which is definitely how you drive a train. And then they just let them like ram into each other in the desert. Isn't that crazy? Kind of love it. Yep. Yeah, no one was on them, but there was a massive crowd watching.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you have to go to an event like that.
Because I feel like this was like the 20s or something. And yeah, there was shrapnel. It was a bad time. But it was a very bad idea, obviously. But going back to it, like, I think there is a thing to say about, like, people were like, yeah, car crashes. Those are interesting, but let's make them less deadly. I feel like they're going to do, like, drive two trains into each other. It's kind of the same idea.
Yeah.
Bumper trains.
No.
All right, there's that Berserk spell again. Can't wait to see Mora using that whip. As soon as Mora possesses a multi-beat enemy, it's whip time.
Oh, lost the Crown of Blood there, but got the damage.
Yeah, they're both really good. Having damage, of course, allows you to possess quickly. Oh, God, here's the whip. Oh, yeah. Nightmare with a whip. Who's whipping now? That horse says.
Yeah, that's you may not be enjoying this, but this nightmare, this is peak.
This nightmare's having the time of its life. All right, there is a cat there so that Mora can swap off the whip. Yeah, it's probably wise. Lakehope's got that same nightmare. Just a floor back from Mora. Cat also not great though. You just can't scoot. There's like a level of snag to it. Because when you attack, sure you move, but then you have to stand still for your multi-beat. Yeah, exactly, Crate. I think it's better than Whip. But I'd say it's not much better than Whip.
Yeah, I guess it's always just like Whip is always the snag. That's always what Whip is. It's just the snag and the inability to get away from stuff.
Mora shot the wrong way there. It's fine. But yeah, I'd rather be in Lakehope's situation in terms of no snag. Like looks like Lakehope wanted to take the dragon or the mimic.
Oh, what will the ring be?
And a heal spell. That's worth. And we'll never know about that ring. Or will
Maybe.
we? Maybe we'll know. Alright, picking it up. It's Peace.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good ring. Okay, Lakehope having to be a little cautious here without a lot of damage. You gotta back off from that bat.
Yeah, but well, damage is not. Well, damage when you're possessed isn't as big of a thing now that they do their natural damage with the weapons.
That's right. But if you're, yeah, it's easy, like you were saying, because your build is constantly flipping around. It's easy to forget that you like now have no damage trying to kill this bat, and then you just you roll it and get hit by it.
Just always assume you have no damage.
Unless you're a gray golem. Here we go. So 3 damage, which is like a lot. Hey, cool 29. Thanks so much for the sub. Welcome. Happy to have you here.
Oh, they found a magic apple. They actually got a pretty tanky gray goblin here.
Yeah, seriously, 6 hearts on a gray goblin. Okay. With some healing abilities, this could be really good. How much damage do you do? You do 6 hearts. 6 enemy hearts. Right? Yeah.
Yes. Sure.
I think that's correct. Oh, gotta take that crown of thorns. Oh, Mora's burning through this health. I was just realizing I haven't seen throwing charm in a while, and I think that's because you can't get it. But you also couldn't get it as Clarinetta, so it's been a while since we've seen throwing charm. I love throwing charm. It's so
I mean, if Clarinetta had throwing charm, you'd almost need like the hammer throw motion.
Yes.
Like you'd have to build up some momentum.
Right. If you just throw it, it just lands in front of you. But if you spin around a few times first and then throw it, yeah, then you get a bunch of range. That's excellent. Good thinking.
Mm-hmm. It's just a big honking sword.
It is a big honking sword. Which I learned last week is just Zweihander, or however you pronounce it. Just means two-handed.
Yep.
I did not know that. It was a good learning moment for me.
Good old German.
Good old German.
Good old German.
We got an urn that's breakable here. We've got, oh, not anymore. Not with a diagonal moving enemy. There you go. It's got an axe in it.
An axe, we got a ham.
Everything's awkward right now. Okay, nice ejecting there to not teleport.
Yeah, I think Moore actually took like a beat or two to try and figure out exactly how they wanted to handle that.
Ooh, Electro Dagger. That might make Zone 5 doable. Zone 5's traditionally pretty annoying. Nice little blood magic there. Lakehope did have a chance to do some catching up here. Currently rolling as a statue at the beginning of Zone 4.
Nice, got in the dagger throw to start Coral.
Yeah, Electro Dagger is really good. Because it's also throwable, which, as we discussed, is very, very strong. Might want to get those heart containers. Get those heart containers, eat your ham. Just be a... Okay, now do it.
Yeah.
You can't eat the ham, though. Alright, we are a wall mimic. It's a bit ridiculous.
Can you use a giant wall mimic?
Unfortunately, you can't use it, but you gotta take that scroll for the giant enemy that isn't a diagonal enemy. Oh, Lakehope going down there.
I just wanted to see what looked like a roving earth spell.
Oh, yeah.
Just trolling through Zone 5.
Actually makes it like a 3x3 sprite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Seems good. Alright, morraconda really charging up that timing there. You can see up over in the 40s with the timer at the bottom. 50s even. I guess that's one good thing about this zone. You can really keep your timer high because there's so many enemies.
I mean, I feel this is a shop wall is a suitable replacement for a shopkeep. Oh.
Not anymore. Didn't have a lot of health. Makes sense that because a black skeleton does 5 hearts. Technically, when you're and that shop wall only had 3, so All right, which of all the ways is Mora gonna kill here? That makes sense. Gonna grenade down, nice. All right, Mora does take it. So Mora with the reverse sweep, I guess.
Yeah.
Is going to be moving on to the next round. GG's, everyone. And we have a new record for the longest set. All right, that's going to put us at the halfway point. Congrats, Mora. You're going to be going up against Kylaria, and that's going to be our next race. So get yourselves ready for that. But we are going to take a very short break. But before we do, I have to thank you so much, Crow, for coming in and co-hosting with me. I really appreciated it.
Oh, well, thanks for having me on. It's always a pleasure. And I mean, just hanging out with the Necrodancer community in general, but, you know, getting to be a contributor to it. It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice to have you. And we'll have to have you on again sometime soon if you're up for it.
All right, I look forward to it.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, I'm going to be off mic for just a moment, and then we're going to dive into our next set. This is going to be a best of 3 semifinals, Mora versus Kylaria, coming up in a moment.